Hello, crafty friends. I wanted to share with you my first Halloween project of the year. So I made this little corn maze here, corn maze slash pumpkin patch is what I'll call it. I got my first couple Limax villages. I have not ever owned any. I've always wanted some, and I got some this year to start a little haunted little village. I love them. I do not really like the Christmas ones because I feel like it gets too cluttered at Christmas with those out, but for Halloween I thought that they would be super fun, and I wanted to try my hand at making something. So I was thinking about what's cozy and kind of nostalgic to me when it comes to Halloween. Well, here in Texas we have two farms that when we were little, every year we would go either with our parents or on a field trip during the fall, and they had the corn stalk mazes, and when you're little you feel like you're just completely lost in there. I went when I was little, and I took all three of my boys when they were small as well. So I wanted to replicate something of that nature. So first, this is the stairs. I have not attached them yet. They are made out of, everything is made out of, all the bases are made out of styrofoam. So I made these stairs and I made them look weathered the way that I painted them and cut them because I wanted them to look old. And then I added this green mossy looking look to them, and they just attach here to the front. But on the front, to the front of the little corn maze, I did this moss because I thought it looked cozy and creepy. And the bottom, like I said, is styrofoam, and I mixed brown paint, some glue, and sand in that to make it look textured like dirt. I do that a lot in my clay crafting. So I did it on here as well. And in the middle, I did a road, as you can see. Let me turn it around the other way. I did a road of, I cut it out, and I don't know if you could see it. I did some more sandy look underneath the gravel. It looks like there's sand underneath there because I did the same thing. I mixed some paint and some sand, and then I bought these rocks from Hobby Lobby and just gave them a very rough looking paint of gray. So next to it, I went in the gnome section and I grabbed this little fence. They were white. I painted them black and cut them to put them around on here. And I wasn't sure what I was going to make the corn husk out of. I was a little nervous about that. And then I walked around in Hobby Lobby because I wanted to get something that was going to look more realistic. So I made these little guys out of the raffia, and I painted these little sticks, and I kind of imperfectly placed them in there intentionally because I want it to look old and like it was cold outside and the wind has been blowing, and they're wind blown because I think it gives it a cozy look. And then I streamed the little lights around the poles. And to the inside, I have these little guys. You can see they've picked their pumpkin. So they're on the inside having a good time there. And let me show you how everything is going to look put together. So I have these little pumpkins. I did buy these little pumpkins because they were on sale in the Limax stuff a couple months ago. I also made a few because I'm going to make another one of these for my sister. So I made some pumpkins out of clay instead of buying some, which I probably should have done in the first place, but I did. Like I said, I got a pretty good price on those. So the stairs will attach like so, and there's pumpkins over here, and I have some little people that will go on the outside that are Limax and match the whole theme. And then to the front, I grabbed this. I was super excited about this. I found it also in the fairy garden section, and I put on some moss, and I cut up some popsicle sticks. I love to use popsicle sticks where I can because they're cheap, and there's so much that you can do with them. So I really enjoy using them when I can in a crafting project. But I took it and I inked it to give it that brown look that it has. And then of course I just painted Enter on there, and I popped on this little spider that I picked up a couple months ago in our local party store. So it looks like that. I think it turned out so super cute. Let's see if I can get a better front shot. There we go, of it. But I think it turned out really cute, and I don't know if how I'll arrange the front. If I'll put, maybe I'll put this over there, but I'm not sure yet. But I think it turned out fun, and I can't wait to see what everybody else is doing and gonna do for their fall projects, fall Halloween projects this year. And I hope that you're all having a sweet crafty day. Bye-bye.